Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alison, this is Sort of Like Dotty, and this is Friday Sews. And I was thinking when I came on, I don't feel like I've got that much to share with you sewing wise this week. But then of course, I remembered that I'd put out my Sew Frugal vlog at the weekend where I shared my wide leg pants. So the Peppermint Magazine free pattern, which is very relevant this week because Tilly and the Buttons just dropped their new trouser pattern. I can't remember the name of it, I apologise. And it's very similar to this, very, very similar. Has an option of welt pockets on the back, which aren't included in this, or patch pockets, which you could very easily, either of those you could add to this. So it does look very, very similar, but I don't know the details of the Tilly and the Buttons one. So I'll pop a quick picture in there, but I'm not going to dwell on that because I shared that on Sunday's vlog. So if you want to check that out, please go in and have a little look at that. I'm really enjoying the Sew Frugal vlogs. I keep checking out Sam's playlist and then on Frugalisma, and then I know that I can just go on them and get some ideas. So there's been loads of great ideas so far. Keep checking that out. Don't forget to share your makes at the end of this month on Instagram. So what am I wearing? I am wearing, I've shared this before, it's not a new t-shirt, it's the Friday Company Bateau top, which is also a free pattern. Or you can donate. This is in a bamboo jersey. I made it and shared it a few weeks ago, and I'm wearing it to do with my newest Norman jumpsuit from Stylark. And I apologise, I'll drop the stock photo in. I can't find my booklet, which I normally share with the picture in. So I made these at Sewtoon on Sunday. I've not really done any sewing since then, to be quite honest. So they're just a pull on with the elastic at the back. I've lengthened the bodice by 1 inch and that works for me. You've got side seam pockets, but you could easily put patch pockets onto these. We did see some in a like a department store when we were at Morpeth a couple of weeks ago. I think it's called Rutherford's, the store, and they were navy linen with patch pockets on the sort of the hips, and they looked really nice. So I'm really pleased with how these came together. This will be my last pair for a little while. I did make like a red and white check out of a suiting material to twirl them. Knew I needed to extend the bodice, and then I made the next pair, which I'm also going to share with you. So I will get some full length pictures and drop them in as well. I have made them without the pockets. I'm not too sure if the pockets, because it kind of gives you a bit more movement with how they open up, might help me with the getting on and off. I'm not sure because I put them in the first one, which seems to fit me fine, and these are just a bit snugger, but I don't know why, because it's exactly the same size and linen does give a bit. So I'll be honest, I have just put this on to show you, so it's the first time I've actually worn it. I'm going like that. Do you do that when you've just made something like that? Oh, I'm so proud of myself for what I've made today. Not really, I've made it today at all. But this linen is a washed linen from Pound Fabrics. I'll try and drop a link in the description box for that as well. Loads of different colours in it. This is the, I think it's called purple, I'm not sure. I know it is purple, but I don't know what the actual colour of it is. So this is pair number 3. Pair number 2 I made when we were on the like little sewing retreat weekend that we went on a few weeks ago, the 4 of us, and I made them in this again from Pound Fabrics. So you can see on this one the elastic at the back there, so you just stretch that out and sew that in. Again, I didn't put pockets in this, but I might add them in. I might just add it into one pair so I can check it out. Now when I did these, I kind of was doing Alison's version of inserting the straps, and I wasn't happy with that. So this time I did the actual proper version. I used the QRS code for how to do them. So you sort of attach the strap. I can't remember which side it's on. Apologies, there's people in the house and stairs and doors going. But you sort of attach it on one side, sew it all down, and then turn it through. And I'm much happier with, sorry my hair's in the way, I'm much happier with how that strap is. If only I'd read the booklet first. Hey ho. So I'll just hold these up. They're exactly the same. So you've got a front and a back. You start off with the what is the crotch seam, but it's actually half of the sort of forms the front and the back, and you sew not all the way down, and that means that you've got your front piece attached. You then attach the front facing and the back facing. Now with this I did have some light interfacing, but Judith, my friend, was also making these on Sunday, and she was also using linen, and she said, I don't think I'm going to put an interfacing on, I think it's heavy enough, and I'm pleased that I didn't. This one, that's a very lightweight, a 4 ounce, it's like a 4-ounce dark denim. I did interface this with the, I love the woven, like the fabric interface now rather than the paper one. But I'm pleased I didn't with this. I think it would have made it like a bit, probably too bulky. So you literally just attach the face into the front, attach the face into the back, and then do the where you attach the straps at the front first and then attach the straps at the back, then put the elastic in, and then if you're not putting pockets in, you just sort straight down the side seams. What I did with this one, which I'm going to start doing with trousers more in the future, is when I'd done the outside legs, I pressed those seams open. Just found it a bit easier. They are very wide leg for pressing, and then that's it. And if you're putting the pockets in, you can just do them as you go down. So this is the denim one. It's exactly the same. I have lengthened it because it's a bit of an ankle grazer or slightly cropped, and I'm not so keen on that. I mean, I could shorten them for the summer, but I'm not going to. They do have a leg facing, like a hem facing piece, and I've not used that in any of them. I just don't get why it's in there. The wide leg, maybe it's to weight it, I don't know, but it's just not needed at all. So yeah, and then the rest of the time I've been distracted by this. I'll pop it in, which arrived yesterday, which is my little retirement gift to myself. I know I haven't retired yet. Got a 32 shifts left to go at work. But I knew I had a plan. Well, I thought I had a plan. So basically, I decided that I wanted to get either the Babylock Gloria, which is the combination cover stitch and overlocker. I had the Ovation before, so the Gloria is kind of a higher spec on that. It's got the air thread needles as well as the air thread loopers and a few other things. So I was thinking, should I treat myself to that, or should I get separate machines? So I made a decision that I had a Brother overlocker, which I still have, it's up for sale, and I had a Brother cover stitch, but I just wanted to treat myself to something really nice for myself. And I don't have to justify or explain that to any of you, do I? No, you get it. So I was kind of humming and hawing about, do I get the combination machine or the separates? So I called my lovely friend David Drummond at Edinburgh this week and had a chat with him, and as I thought he would recommend, if you've got the space, get them separate. I did find, I mean, the Ovation was a really good machine. When this became my office as well, I was just getting a bit tight for space, and I was kind of, I'm not really sure if I'm using it, and moving between the two, although it took just a few minutes really to change from the overlock to the cover stitch. I was just a bit like, that's a bit awkward. You know, if I was wanting to do some shirring, for example, I do shirring on my cover stitch. It's much quicker. And then if I was sewing an overlocker, I'd want to be on my overlocker. So basically I decided to go for separates. There we go, slightly different angle. So they came yesterday. I've played with them a little bit. I'm absolutely loving the needle threading mechanisms in both of them. I do have a needle threader on my Enlighten, but I've got to say the one on the Acclaim is just incredible. You literally just point the thread at the needle and press the button, and the air takes the thread through. I'm just still quite amazed. You know, when you're playing with something, you're quite amazed by it. So if there's anything you would like me to show you, let me know. And I'm more than happy to do that. But yeah, so I've just been playing around, really. Everybody likes to play when they get a new toy, don't they? I think that's all right. So yeah, that's been my week. Feels like there's been a lot going on, really. I have cut out, which pattern have I cut out? The one I can't tell you about yet, that I will be sharing next week. Sorry. There was a sneaky peek shared by you over it on Instagram the other day, so you might want to check out their Instagram if you want a sneaky peek of what that may be. But I will be busy with that over the weekend, so obviously I'll be able to share that with you next Friday. And yeah, I'll see what else I get made this week. So that's me. I hope you've had a great week sewing. Let me know what you're making, what you're up to, what you've got planned in the chat, and I will catch up with you really, really soon. Bye for now.